Hey guys, Coach Scott here from HoopSense. Thanks for joining us today. Today we're going to be talking about the motion offense. Motion's become kind of the go-to style of play over the last 10 years. There's tons of versions out there to choose from, but most of them usually fail because the main principles that govern the offense aren't defined and taught explicitly by the coaches. Most coaches are drawn to the motion style offense because they think it gives less structure to the players and it gives them more freedom to just play basketball. Unfortunately, what ends up happening is the players on the floor have no idea what to do because they've never been taught the proper principles and strategies behind the actual half-court offense. The problem with the situation is usually twofold because the coach sometimes doesn't know how to teach it properly, and then the players don't understand how to run the offense properly. It kind of becomes a vicious cycle of poor possessions and frustration for both the coach and the player. And then there's that constant doubt, okay, should we be running motion or should we be running set plays? But I'm here to tell you that when ran correctly, motion offense is the best type of offense to run in basketball. For us at HoopSense, European-style basketball is at the forefront of everything we do. Their philosophy, their skill development, their play style, it pretty much lines up parallel with our ideologies that we teach inside of our program. If you talk to any player that's played overseas his whole life, he's going to tell you that most likely he's played the 5-out motion offense for his entire life, and that's the only system that they learn how to play because it teaches you how to play basketball. So today we're going to go over these 8 concepts to teach and master the motion offense at any age level. Concept number 1, the obvious one, is 5-out spacing. When you're running a 5-out motion offense, you have to maintain really good spacing. 5 on the perimeter. Sometimes you have 1 inside in what's called our scoring spot or our scoring corner, and we'll get to that a little bit later. Number 2 is positionless basketball. Every player on the floor has to be able to play every position. It's a must. You can't define where these kids are playing anymore. They have to have the skill set to play all the positions. Number 3, every player must be a threat. And I think I should probably put this one first because, especially for young kids, when we start teaching motion offense, what immediately happens is they catch the ball, they don't look at the basket to score, and they're just looking to pass and then cut again. Every single time you catch the ball, you have to be a threat. And that's what I think more importantly than anything else is teaching kids that's the number 1 priority. Number 4, a cut must follow a pass. Number 5, if we drive right, we move right, and that goes for the same on the other side. If we drive left, we move left. Number 6, ball side corner back cut. Basically what this means, and you're going to see it in our diagram here in a second, when the ball is driven, the person in the back, in the corner has to back cut towards the basket. Number 7, the scoring corner. This is sometimes referred to as the dunker spot. This is the area in between the block and the corner 3-point line. We really like to take advantage of this scoring corner, and we'll explain how this works in our diagrams. Number 8, no ball screens. Plus, limit your dribbling unless you're driving. Getting back to the no ball screens, when you work with high school players, youth basketball players, the number 1 screen that they all know how to set is a ball screen because it's what they see on TV, it's what the NBA does, and we've really gotten away from teaching back screens, proper down screens, and flare screens. So inside of our offense, it's mainly cutting, but there is screening allowed, just no ball screens to start. All right, so let's get to what this actually looks like on the floor. All right, so here's our basic setup for our 5-out motion. Now, when we're talking about our 8 principles, all the 8 principles are going to kind of be built into this diagram here. So let's say we initiate our offense by just making a wing entry. First thing that's going to happen is our one man is going to cut to the basket. We have to cut after a pass. Now, as soon as that guy cuts, you have multiple options in this upcoming sequence. If you want to, what I like to get a backside action is just a down screen or a simple interchange. This just provides some sort of movement on the backside. So if 5 pops up, we can make a ball reversal there. Now, obviously, when we pass, we cut, and then everyone else is going to fill. So as soon as 2 makes his pass, he's going to basket cut. We're looking for that option. 4 is going to fill up and replace where 2 was, and then 1 is going to replace where 4 was. Once again, you got options this time. Since 3 hasn't moved, I like to provide an action for him. So if we set a back screen, he can basket cut, and then we can make a ball reversal and now 3 exits, and now we're just right back to where we started with our 5 out motion. 5's going to cut to the basket. We look for that option. Everyone else fills up. So throughout that sequence there, we touched on a bunch of the principles. We had our 5 out spacing. We had our positionless basketball. Every player must be a threat. A cut must follow a pass. We didn't get to drive right, move right, and we're going to show that next. So to get into drive right, move right, or drive left, move left, obviously we have to have a drive. So looking at this option, we make the same start to our offense. We make a wing entry, a basket cut. Everybody else fills. Now, if 3 decides to drive, so let's say 3's got a little bit of a lane, he gets into the paint, he is driving left right now. So in order to follow our principles, every player must move with him and move left. That means 1 is the first person, since he doesn't have anywhere else to go besides to the basket. Since that's to his left, he's going to cut hard to the basket and get to the backside. 4 is going to fill the corner. 2 is going to fill 4's spot. And 5 is going to come all the way up and fill where 2 was. So we all moved together. The ball drove left. Everyone moved left. It would be the exact same scenario if the ball moved right. Whoever's in the corner is going to back cut towards the basket. Everyone else is going to fill up. So you can see as everyone's moving, if we don't get the back cut, more than likely we're going to have a shot coming off this 4-person movement on the ball, on a drive. So this is a very quick, brief, and to the point introduction to 5 out motion offense. We're barely scratching the surface here. I just wanted to get you these 8 principles and show you a little bit of what it looks like. And throughout the next few weeks, we'll be posting more videos on our 5 out motion so that you can continue to work on it. We'll post some drills to work on in practice. And as always, feel free to drop us a comment or leave us a message if you have any questions on things. And we'll just keep working on our 5 out motion in the upcoming weeks. All right, guys, thanks a lot, and I hope you enjoyed.